Hey girlfriends, it is Friday and this Girl Talk is special because we've got Halloween this week. So we wanted to share a fun haunted Halloween podcast with you. So I am Amy Mathewson.
And I'm Ashley Johnson.
And we are here with Girl Talk.
We want to kind of make a difference in people's lives and make you be the best person you can be and kind of encourage that in your life.
We're just talking about Girl Talk, just our daily life and what we have found works for us.
Yes.
So we wanted to get into, first of all, a few fun things, and then we'll get into some of the haunted tales, because Ashley's got some good stories to tell us. But Halloween, Ashley, I have a question for you. Do you know what costumes kids pick the most?
I'm thinking like Disney ones, like anything Disney.
Yeah. I mean, they pick the princesses,
Ghost.
yes, and superheroes.
Superheroes,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
they said when you get more towards adults, that's when you get like the witches
Yes.
and all the scarier
Yes,
stuff.
yes.
But as a child, they want to be that superhero.
Right. That's what I was like thinking, like Disney characters.
And I was so surprised to see that Halloween is now the second leading holiday, second only to Christmas.
It's one of, I know you think I'm weird, but it's like one of my favorite holidays.
Really?
Like I like to decorate for it. I just like everything about it. I don't know. I know it kind of contradicts like a lot, but like I like Christmas is my
Yeah.
favorite. Thanksgiving and Christmas like my favorite, and then
But I
like
think it's
Halloween's
funny
like
that,
in my top 3.
It's even bigger than like 4th of July, and
That's
you've got
crazy.
fireworks, and that's in the summer. Like, I can't believe it's the second.
I wonder if it's just like for party, like for adult wise, like there's a lot of like parties, a lot of things to do for adults where like kids it's really like just trick-or-treating maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
And the whole trick-or-treating thing is weird. There's like so many stories on like where that started, but it's like some people say that like you used to go door to door so that you could ask for like food or money. So it was really like they needed food or money, and then you would put a costume on so they couldn't tell who was asking for it. And then like some people said that it used to be like trick or treat, and then the person that was at the house could decide like, no, you need to do a trick before I can give you a treat. And so you would have to do like whatever you could do for a trick. I don't know, like make a card disappear or something funny like that, you know? And then they said like now it's turned into like where the adults at the door do the trick where you've seen where they like hide on the porch.
Yes.
Or they like sit real still on a rocking chair and then they scare the kids when they come up, you know? So it's just so crazy because there's like so many stories about it.
Oh, and these people do their houses huge. Like they decorate huge now. Like when I was younger, like I was even afraid to go up to the door because like some of the stuff they put out there, I was like, when I was yet little now, no. But when
this year especially, I feel like a lot of people are trying to like make up because it's been a tough year.
Right.
So I think it's going to be huge. But they said the average adult spends $100 per like person on just Halloween, like between costumes, decor, candy, all of that.
Wow.
Yeah. But I mean, I could see that happening, right?
Well, because we're going to a Halloween party and it's a costume party, and mine altogether would have been like $60.
Yeah.
And then Riley's was probably like $35, $40. So
and
I
then
mean,
you can't,
and
like,
then
do
food
the cheap
and
candy or, yeah.
So I guess that would make sense.
What is your favorite candy to get when you would go trick or treating?
When I've gone.
When you went, yeah.
I
When you
like
were a kid.
anything. Well, I like Almond Joys. I've always liked Almond Joys, and not weird.
Really? That's like what everyone would get rid of. That is so funny.
Yes, and Twix. I like Twix too.
Oh
But
wow, that's
Almond
funny.
Joy is one of my 100 grand too.
Yeah,
I like
those
that.
are weird. Twix
Yeah.
is a good one, but not Almond Joy, no way.
Yeah,
They said the top candy that kids like is Skittles.
that would make sense.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
because there's like so many of them, so
Mhm.
you feel like you're getting a lot.
What's your favorite?
I would say like a Kit Kat.
Okay. Well, I hate dots when they put dots in there.
What
Don't
about
get
Milk
dots
Duds?
ever.
Milk Duds.
I like Milk Duds. I
you
put them
like
in
the
the
weird
freezer.
ones.
I put them in the freezer.
They like just stick to your teeth the whole time.
I
Like, you're
don't
gonna
know
rip
why.
the tooth out of your
suck
head.
on- I don't know.
That is so
I don't
funny.
know.
And they said that Americans buy enough candy that we could fill 6 Titanics every year. That's how much candy just for Halloween. Isn't that insane?
Kind of awful, but
Yeah.
cool, and yeah. Oh my gosh,
Yeah, it's crazy.
that is crazy.
Well, let's get into some of the haunted parts, okay?
Okay.
So Ashley and we went to a haunted like prison, right? Is that what it's called?
It was
State prison?
It was Statesville, right? Yeah,
Yes,
Statesville.
yeah.
Yes.
So, and that's the first time I've done anything
She
haunted,
did good.
and I was terrified because I am not a haunted person.
Yes.
Like, I don't like scary movies. I don't like anything
But I'm
haunted.
proud of you. You did great.
I did, and I would say I would do it again, but I don't know.
I know.
I would do like that same one again because I knew it. You know, like
Yes.
it wasn't scary at that point.
There is
but-
another one I think you'd be okay with too that maybe we can try next year because it might be too late now. But yeah.
I think the most disgusting thing on that haunted one was when my mom was there and she was chewing gum and that person came up to her and wanted her gum.
Yeah.
So she spit it in their hand and then that person like took the gum and like started chewing it. That was so
That
disgusting.
was also last year, not this year. So
Yeah, that was last year. And then on the way out, the girl asked if we wanted it back. And I was
yeah,
like,
no, I think
that is so gross.
No.
But, okay, so
No.
tell us, like, what is your favorite one that you've done so far?
I like Hell's Gate is what I was talking. Is another one that I really like that I would you might like. There's an outside part to it, like and an inside part to it, and that was a lot of like it was really fun to do that one. And then there was Indie Scream Park that me and Riley went to, and that one was cool too.
Yeah.
That had all kinds of different ones. It had like 5 in one. So you could go in one, take a break, eat, a snack, and then go to another one. There was like picture opportunity. You know what I mean?
I
like
love how you see it as like a amusement park or something. Because you're like, we'll just take a break and then we'll go back in.
I
I'll
don't
be
know
like
why.
crying.
You can
We gotta
blame
get
my
outta
mom
here.
for that one, and I don't even know
so
how she
fun.
even started it either. Like I don't know what happened.
Do you guys
But-
like scary movies?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Wow.
Love scary movies.
Okay,
I know
so
it's so weird.
Tell
So,
us like your scariest experience.
So I've done like actual real things too. So we went to a couple weeks ago. We went to the old Joliet prison, and it was kind of like a haunted tour, but it wasn't because it was just talking about like things that happened there, like bad things or like the electric chair and like serial killers and what they
Wow.
did to that, and just we went through those things and went to different cells and stuff. But it's also haunted, they claimed, or whatever, and they were telling us different stories. And during that time, I don't know what year it was, but they allowed kids there too, either when the parents had children or the mom was pregnant when she got whatever it was. So apparently there was like these 2 little boys there, and they like kind of roamed around a little bit. And because there was a women's building, like they separated it, so they separated
Okay.
the women and men's and all that stuff, and the children stayed with the woman.
And isn't it like pitch black? Like how can you see inside
Yeah, so
this
she
prison?
only
'Cause
had
you said
a
you were going to cells. Like how did
Flashlight. She had a flashlight, and we had our phone flashlights, and that's it. Wow. So
and how many of you were there?
25 maybe. So I mean, big enough. And then
And the prison itself is huge, I'm guessing?
yes, so we walked the entire campus. They have like a
Oh,
church there, which was really creepy because it's been abandoned, so
Yeah.
it's just weird. And then they had like a school, like classrooms and stuff. They had the different cells. We went into solitary too, the ones that had like, and they actually had like a mattress there from when people actually slept, like they left it there.
Wow.
And all they had like was just that mattress. It was weird. And then even the cells were super tiny, like probably from like here to like the wall. It was
Oh,
so
wow.
tiny. Yeah.
Like
so
you lay down and you're touching
pretty
wall
much
to
like
wall.
the toilet's like right here, and like the sink's right here, and then your bed's right here, and then you have like a little room to walk.
Okay.
It was weird. So then there's also a hospital there, and that is supposed to be haunted too. So she told us to take pictures of outside, like just of, because people see things in the windows or whatever. And honestly, like I like that stuff, but do I really think it's true?
Right.
No. But like when I get these certain experiences, and I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
So I took a picture of the front of the hospital, and one of the windows there was a man and the 2 little boys that she was talking about earlier. And my mom took a picture of that same spot, like right next to me, like 2 seconds later, because she goes, "Oh, let me see if I can get it," and it wasn't there anymore. So I mean, I might, if you guys want to see it, I might post it with that video, or post it, the picture
Yeah.
after this podcast is posted, so maybe you guys could see it
See
if
if
you
we
want to
see
see. If you
something
don't. But that was creepy, and I had to send it in to them and everything because they just opened, so they want to see all the new experiences and what people see and whatnot. So,
And like, could you feel like a presence while you were there? Like, was it creepy?
as I said, I had chills in the back of my, like on the back of my neck and my back the entire time. Like
The
it was like
entire
cold
time, wow.
feeling. I don't know, it was really weird. I've never had it before, and it wouldn't go away.
Wow.
So
Until you like left?
yes. Yeah, until it was kind of over. Like even walking in, I told my mom like I kind of want to go because it was just a weird feeling. I didn't like it at all. But then it was cool going through it.
Or? Sure.
But normally I'm not like that. Normally I'm like, yeah, let's do it. But I was like, I kind of want to go home now.
And what, like, do you know, like, what the other people felt? The other 25 people, did they feel the same creepy sensation? Or?
No one ever said anything, and no one really captured anything else or whatever. So, like, everyone's like, let me see the picture, let me see the picture.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
And they could see it, too?
Yeah.
They could.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, you showed it to me, and I do see something in the picture. You guys will have to see if you
Yeah.
agree or not.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, there's definitely something there, so...
And I couldn't stop staring at it.
Ooh.
I'm like, is this true or is this not? Because at first I just saw the man, and then I kept looking, I'm like, I see, like, little two mini heads at the bottom of it.
Right there,
They're
too.
standing
Yeah.
right in front of him or something. It was weird. But, yeah.
That is so creepy.
So, I don't know. And then I did, if you guys are local, Crown Point Square, I did a haunted pub crawl there. So we went through all the little restaurants there. We went to Square Roots, we went to Sips, we went to Zombie Club, we went to Safe House. We went to pretty much all of those.
Yeah.
And there was different stories about all of those. And a lot of those were like funeral homes or morgues before they were what they were. So supposedly they're haunted. And even like Safe House. It's Safe House, right? It is Safe House. Yes. And then, right, I guess if you were to look on the side, there's still like a chute where they would like put the bodies down, because the morgue was in the basement. Wow. So there's still like, there's freaky stories. Like Sips is haunted at night, supposedly. The owner supposedly throws plates and cups and stuff and all that in the middle of the night, because workers are gone in the morning and there's plates and cups everywhere. So there's all kinds of stories. Like, I look at Crown Point Square a little bit differently now than I did.
Well,
then.
I mean, this area, okay, I was looking up Al Capone, because he's, famous for fleeing Chicago to come to Northwest Indiana, and there are places that they say there's, like, I don't know if it's hauntings of Al Capone, but, like, in Hobart, they'll have, like, in the woods somewhere there in Hobart, there's, like, a cinder block, and they think it was, like, a hideout, where he would, like, hide out. And it's like up in the hill, and like you can see pictures if you look it up online, but and the way it's on a hill is like, when you look at it the one way, you can only see a hill, so you can't see the building at all. So like they could hide in there and then take off running out the backside of it. So I mean, it's definitely possible, but back in the mafia age,
I know,
it was like a lot of stuff was going on back then.
Well, at the Crown Point Square, that's where, if I remember correctly, isn't that John Dillinger?
Yeah.
Yes, John Dillinger was in that prison.
Right. So that's another famous haunting.
So that was
there.
another, yeah. And he said that like that whole courthouse right there is haunted too, because that's where we started.
Yeah.
And then we moved on or whatever, but
haunted.
It's creepy.
So then the inn at Aberdeen is supposedly haunted too, which I didn't know.
I didn't know that either.
So it's, I guess they say it's like an old Underground Railroad like hideout there. So that sometimes you can see a girl there, but they also say like sometimes the fireplaces will just ignite and there's no like person that did it or anything, they just start. So apparently the owners at the inn now, because it's like you can get married there, it's a beautiful place, bed and breakfast type of thing, they are aware of the stories and they can't say that they dispute them, but like they would go along with your ghost stories too, because they've seen stuff too, I guess. So it's very interesting.
I had no idea about Aberdeen.
Yeah, I didn't know that one either. And then I did find a funny one. Well, in Indianapolis, there is like an old hospital there that they say is rumored to be haunted too. But I guess like back in the day, they used to put the people that were like seriously ill or in like extreme pain in the basement. And so, of course, you could hear them screaming and stuff. So like, is it haunted or is it just you could hear people down there? I don't know. But apparently, even to this day, it's still haunted. So, but I do have one that I want to read.
Yeah.
So this one is called The Green Clawed Beast.
I was saying, I haven't heard any of these, so this is my first time listening to.
But I thought this one just sounded kind of funny. So it happened like near Evansville, Indiana. So we're still local to the area here. And it was August 21st of 1955. It is the only account ever of the Green Clawed Beast of Indiana. On this day, Miss Darwin Johnson and her friend Miss Chris Lamel were swimming in the Ohio River when they encountered the mysterious creature. Miss Johnson had been wading in the cool water while her friend floated on a raft nearby. Suddenly, out of nowhere, Johnson felt a strong, hairy claw-like hand grab hold of her knee and pull her under the water. Miss Lamel said she screamed hysterically upon seeing her friend viciously yanked under the water, when suddenly Miss Johnson broke free of the creature's grasp and was able to resurface. Just as she thought she was free, the creature again grabbed hold of Mrs. Johnson, this time from behind, again pulling her under the murky water. I feel like we need some music here. With the last of her willpower, Miss Johnson was able to break free once again, this time lunging for her friend's raft and making a large splash that apparently scared the beast off. After exiting the water, Miss Johnson was treated for multiple injuries. It was during this treatment that they found a strange green stain in the shape of a large hand on Miss Johnson's leg. It was reported that Miss Johnson was unable to remove the mark for several days after the incident occurred. With only one occurrence being reported, it would be easy to push this legend aside and claim it as a panicky swimmer or a tree limb snagging her in the current. But it just so happens that on this exact same day, the single most terrifying report in UFO history was also occurring, the case of the Hopkinsville Goblin.
Oh.
So, is it true or is it not true?
Oh, that's amazing.
Can you imagine, like, having to explain that story, though? That would be...
Well, I listened to this podcast. Okay. If you like this stuff, I listen to Supernatural by Ashley Flowers, which is, like, I listen to Crime Junkie, too. So she also does this one, too. So it has, like, all these, like, haunted stories or, like, cool stories like that. So there's, like, a lot of, like, UFO ones, which I don't listen. I sometimes skip them because I'm like, I don't believe that or whatever.
Sure.
But the stories are cool. And she's had some other things, like, that are super cool. And I'm like, if you like that stuff, Supernatural.
Yeah.
But there's all kinds of, like, UFO sightings or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, how do you explain that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, some people, like, claim that they got, like, abducted by, and I'm like, and they, like, tell their stories. And I'm like, how do you prove that?
I know.
I don't know.
It's something like you. I've never gotten into the UFO part.
No.
It's interesting.
So.
But what is your favorite memory of a Halloween?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always have fun every year. I don't know. I always like, well, because the one year, that's what me and my mom did, went out of state to do Halloween, or to do haunted houses.
Yeah.
Like, that was the year we did so many, and we actually went, like, to St. Louis and did some. That was fun. But I don't know.
I think it's really cool that you and your mom share that you both enjoy it,
yes.
so you can do it together. I think that's really cool.
So, but I think that I don't have like an absolute favorite. Do you?
No, I mean, and last time we talked about how you carve pumpkins with your grandma, right? And then trick-or-treating, your favorite costume. So, like, you always do something different, I guess. Something fun.
Yeah.
We would trick-or-treat maybe to the few neighbors, but then we normally had, like, a bonfire and just did, like, fun. S'mores or something simple like that.
That's a lot of fun.
On the more mild side.
Right.
I could get terrified so easily. I don't know. And, like, I'm like a vivid dreamer too, so, like, I cannot read stories, or it's just really...
Well, in my dreams, like, the only dreams I have are, like, stuff that have happened. So that happened, like, yesterday, but it, like, turned into a different, like, version, but it has the same main point to it. So, like, I'm trying to think of one that I recently had. Like, if me and Riley will talk about something or somebody, they'll be in my dream, but something else will happen with that person, if that makes sense. But that same point, like, I never have, like, just random dreams. Like, it always has something to do with what I'm going through, or, like, it's weird.
Wow.
So, yeah, you think that I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But, no.
That's really cool. Well, I think, like, to end this episode, it would be... We hope you have a great Halloween. Whether you like the haunted part of it or you like the fun part of it, I think whether you think it's a pagan holiday or not, I think it's another opportunity that you have to make some wonderful memories with friends or family. Like I said, with my family, when we would do the bonfires and we would dress up, that was so much fun. The year we went to that last year, the haunted prison, that was a blast. So many memories made there. Right. So I think it's just it's another opportunity for time to freeze and you just to make some memories and enjoy it and have some fun.
Yes, I love it.
Be careful if you're in the swamp because there's a hairy green monster in Evansville, Indiana. So watch out for that.
That's hilarious.
But
have a great weekend. Wait, Halloween's Saturday, right?
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Have a great Halloween.
Yeah.
And then when we catch you guys next, will be Thanksgiving.
Yay.
So take care. So I am Amy Mathewson,
And I'm Ashley Johnson.
and we are here with Girl Talk.
We want to kind of make a difference in people's lives and make you be the best person you can be and kind of encourage that in your life.
We're just talking about Girl Talk, just our daily life and what we have found works for us.
Yes.